Kim Peek remembers everything he's ever read, not because he chooses to, but because his brain won't let him forget.
Kim's major talent is really his memory. He has a very deep and very accurate memory.
In the year 1992, what was April 4th?
Saturday.
January 25th.
Saturday, all together.
August 25th.
Tuesday.
June 9th.
Tuesday. He can do it, he can do it, he can do it!
Kim was only 16 months old when he memorized his first book. Today, at the age of 48, he has read and can recall every word of more than 8,000 books.
So I can scan it really fast. You can tell how my brain works.
Kim is a savant, someone who's mentally handicapped, yet at the same time possesses a spectacular wealth of knowledge. When Kim was first born, his father didn't realize his infant son was different from other babies. Doctors said Kim had no mental capacity and would never be able to walk. Even more shocking, they recommended he be put into an institution. But the most shocking advice came a few years later.
He was recommended for a lobotomy by the health department. And at that time, they said he's not able to learn and he won't be able to walk. And we wouldn't believe that. He was able to learn. He'd already memorized most of the books of knowledge, and he could add, subtract, multiply, divide, write, print, and cursive.
In fact, his story is so unbelievable, it was the inspiration for the Oscar-winning film Rain Man. Kim's character was played by Dustin Hoffman.
461-0192.
How did you know my phone number?
How'd you know that? You said read the telephone book last night. Tips Sally. 461-0192.
But unlike the film, in which Tom Cruise, as Dustin Hoffman's brother, looks after him, in real life, Kim is taken care of by his devoted father, Fran Peek.
I have never seen a closeness like they have, and it is so genuine that I pray constantly that God will not take one away from the other.
Each day, his father patiently helps his son shave, shower, brush his hair, and get dressed.
This is gonna be a long 6 hours, and I know that.
He can get his clothes on, except most of the time you have to turn his shirt around.
Got it.
Kim's social skills have blossomed since Rain Man was made. Dustin Hoffman spent hours shadowing Kim, then made a suggestion that changed the lives of Fran and Kim Peek forever.
Dustin walked up to him and touched noses with him, and then said, "I may be the star, but you're the heavens." And then Dustin walked, with tears in his eyes, he walked over with me and said about taking him out in the world, because he thought he had a lot to offer everybody, and he'd grow, and he sure has.
The two men travel around the country, educating audiences about autism. His father explains his son's phenomenal memory this way.
You and I have a left brain and a right brain, and it's separated like two grapefruit pushed together. Kim's brain, no left brain and right brain, one brain. He has no separation in between them, and it's 1/3 larger than yours and my brain together. So he has no filtering in it, so everything that goes into his brain, he has to save it.
To get an idea of just how quickly Kim can answer virtually any trivia question, Ripley's joined him at a special presentation held at the University of Southern California. The crowd came to stump the real Rain Man. Let's see how well they do.
Can you name the past 10 presidents and who they beat?
Roosevelt, Hoover, Landon, Wilkie, Dewey. Truman, Dewey, you Chicago liars. Eisenhower, Stevenson, Kennedy, Nixon, Johnson, Goldwater, Nixon, Humphrey, Wallace, Nixon, McGovern, Carter, Ford, Reagan, Carter, Reagan, Mondale, Bush, Dukakis, Clinton, Bush, Clinton, Dole.
Could you tell me when Johann Sebastian Bach was born and when he died?
March 21st, 1685.
Then Kim delivers a knockout.
Can you tell me about all of Muhammad Ali's fights?
I'll do you the initial championship. Liston, KO, 7. Liston, KO 1. Patterson, KO 11. Chavallo, 15. Cooper, KO 3. London, KO 6. Mildenberger, KO 12. Williams, KO 6. Terrell, 15. Foley, KO 4. I know them all. Those initial ones, you know?
Kim shares more than just his many answers with the crowd. He also shares his humor.
I'm from a town called Stigler. Can you tell me anything about Stigler?
Where's that close to in Oklahoma?
Kim Peek loves the crowd's approval and apparently, like many performers, loves to show off. But there is a side to Kim that only those privileged enough to really know him can see.
We had a birthday dinner for him. Anything important, Kim, on your 45th birthday? He says, yes. He says, I'm 3 times older than they ever said I would be. I'm glad to be here.